Welcome to Assist My Team Small and Medium Business Solutions. In this demonstration, we will explore how to analyze data stored on a SharePoint list and extract business intelligence using OLAP Statistics and Reporting tool for SharePoint. The first step in generating statistics from a SharePoint list is to define an OLAP cube schema for the list. You can do this with the OLAP SharePoint Manager tool. Simply enter the SharePoint website URL here and click Retrieve. Put your login credential to connect to the SharePoint site. And if the connection is successful, all the lists in this particular SharePoint site will be available for selection on this tree view. Choose the particular list of interest. And that will load all the SharePoint fields in this grid control that make up the selected list. Here you can choose which fields are to be included into the statistics. You can also define new derived fields to be included into the OLAP cube. For example, I can add a new composite hierarchy member in the cube by clicking this button. Doing so, it pops up this dialog box where I can specify the SharePoint fields that will make up this composite member. Up to 5 levels of parent-child fields are supported to form a composite hierarchy member. I can also add a calculated OLAP member involving a computational relationship between 2 or more SharePoint fields. For example, here, I can add a new calculated member, say, total project budget. And I want the value of this member to be computed by summing total cost, travel expense, and food expense fields of the SharePoint list. If you need to re-edit these derived fields, simply double-click the corresponding row, one with the green background. Now that we have chosen which fields or dimensions to include in the statistic, one last step remains before we could create an OLAP cube, which is configuring a few fields as OLAP measures for the cube. To define a measure field, all we need to do is select one of the aggregate function from this corresponding drop-down list. I can specify between count, distinct count, sum, average, maximum or minimum function, such that statistics can be generated across other fields based on the selected aggregate value of this measure. The OLAP Manager tool also remembers the choice of fields and cube configuration specified for this particular SharePoint list. So when you connect back to the SharePoint list the next time, it will retain and show the same state of the cube configuration and any composite and calculated fields that were added previously. Let us now generate a cube and analyze it with the OLAP Statistics tool. Depending upon the number of data items stored on the particular SharePoint list, it could take from few seconds to minutes to generate and load the OLAP cube to the statistical tool. The OLAP tool is the main interface for analyzing the cube and generating reports. This tool consists of the grid and chart views with a high level of customizable user interface and interaction. This is the cube structure and contains measures and hierarchies, or simply all the chosen SharePoint fields as a tree. To select a measure for display, you need to drag and drop it to the Measures panel or the Data area. To select a hierarchy for display, drag and drop it to the Pivot panel, which basically is the rows or columns area. The statistical data is then displayed in this working area. You can add multiple measure fields at a time to generate each of its own aggregated statistics. This is the OLAP grid panel and comprises of a multi-dimensional table with expandable nodes. It allows you to effortlessly add and remove categories, filter and sort, and drill up or drill down on data using powerful built-in menus. One of the greatest benefits is that it allows users to explore, navigate, and refine data until the desired snapshot is achieved. This is the OLAP chart panel and allows representing the SharePoint data graphically. This provides a unique opportunity to analyze our business data visually, dealing with charts rather than numbers. This statistical tool also allows for easy selection on what data you want to see and what you do not. You can apply powerful filters to anything, including hierarchy members, and measure values, thus leaving out the unimportant data. This option allows you to reflect the state of the statistics from the grid to chart, or vice versa. It is particularly useful, for example, when you have built up a grid with aggregated data but want a more visual representation of the statistics in the form of graphs and bars. Do note here, each of the grid and the chart view can also be worked independently. Once a particular snapshot of the statistics is achieved, you may want to save it for future reference or share it among your team members. To get to the same current pivot settings in future, you can save to a report view file. A report view is the current state of the statistics, with specific member fields on the rows and column areas of the pivot, and measure fields in the values area. You can save the statistics snapshots to web pages, bitmap, or web graphics. Let us save it as Adobe PDF and Excel file. Likewise, you can save the chart view to many file formats. You can also print the current report using the built-in print preview window. You can customize the appearance of the reports to be printed or saved. You can specify the page size, orientation, headers, and footers, and color of the fonts and page background. You can also save the current OLAP data as an offline cube file. An offline cube gives the same functionality as that of a live cube, except that the data in the offline cube is only current to the time the cube was saved. This provides the flexibility to continue analyzing the cube and writing reports, even if you are disconnected from the SharePoint portal or when you are on the move. As we have seen, with the OLAP Statistics and Reporting tool, it is very easy and effortless to analyze list data stored on SharePoint portal and create reports and extract business intelligence. Thank you for watching this short demonstration on OLAP Statistics and Reporting tool for SharePoint.